Remember we were kids and summer would come up and it'd be the first day of summer and we'd be like rabid dogs going, "Oh my God, what are we going to do this summer?" When we were young, it was just more playtime getting on our bikes and doing our things. When we got a little older, we got rid of the checkered pants. At least I got rid of the checkered pants. And I just started doing different things. When music and summer come together, when those two things are part of your life, things kind of change a little bit. There's something magical about being a teenager and having summer in your life. And if you're a teenager, of course, music's a big part of your life. It's just by default. It really is. And today's the first day of summer. We're celebrating and congratulations everyone for us. Here we're going. We went through, for the most part, the worst part of COVID. People are, well, unless you're at the airport, unless you're taking a road trip and you're tight on cash, but it's really one of the greatest times of the year. People say, "Oh, what's your favorite time of the year?" It's Christmas. But nothing compares to me to the dream of the summer. Like it's the first day of summer, right? And I can't help but think back at going to the record store on a more regular basis in the summer because I had money to spend because I had a job. I worked with my dad when I was growing up. So let me just turn this off. We're just gonna wait till a few more people come on here. Some of the top songs of the summer for various years. I'm going to put these side by side so that we can make this a little smaller. Thanks everyone for coming on. I appreciate everyone who came on tonight, just keeping us company, doing our thing. Let me just lower some of these things. And I've got the summer songs year by year. And this, I kind of, and feel free, I kind of had my own summer songs, whether they were about summer or not, right? Because a lot of summer songs have nothing to do with summer. But Billboard magazine, Rolling Stone magazine, they came up with a lot of their own summer songs, and we're going to share those in just a little bit when more people come on. Because first of all, people will come on and they'll go, "Oh, what about, you missed all these years?" Well, we're not going to miss any years. We're going to start in 1971. I don't have a list near, we're going to do a few lists as the summer goes by, a few lists of different tunes. Now, before anyone goes nuts, we can't play the songs. We can't play the songs. It's copyright. And when people take a chance playing songs, you can take a chance. It's up to you. Some YouTubers do it. When you do that, you could lose your channel. If you have 3 copyright strikes, you lose your channel. You can fight it, but I don't have time to fight it because if I fight it, I'll lose money and I make a living on YouTube. This is how I make my living. I do a radio show in Vancouver, but the bulk of the money that I have is from this YouTube channel and generous contributions from a lot of you when you give me super chats. So anyway, we're going to start it off. What makes a great summer song? It doesn't matter. As long as you want to turn it up loud in your car or when you're on the beach, that's why we used that picture to put this video up. It does, and like I said a while ago, it doesn't have to be about summer. But when you think about the songs that were important to you every single summer, you can usually place yourself with a guy or a gal if you were dating or if you could date, if you were old enough, or your best friends, or like I said, you have a job in the summer. A lot of us had jobs, so we'd buy more albums. I'll say what I said off the bat. You couple being a teenager, summer, and music. There's nothing like it. So please, during this broadcast, it's going to be less than an hour. Share with us what your summer songs are. They don't have to be about summer. They don't have to be from. You don't have to say, "Oh, in '75 I was listening to this." It doesn't matter if that album was from '75. If you have memories of your favorite summer songs, because we are starting summer, we're going to do a lot of thematic things this summer on this channel because it's just a lot of fun just to do that. We're going to start in 1971. What Best Life magazine put down as their big summer song was from Carole King, who released one of the greatest albums of all time, Tapestry, I Feel the Earth Move. And even if you were not a Carole King fan, I certainly was. You'd have to live under a rock not to hear that because everyone was playing this album. It became, like I said, one of the greatest in the early 70s, one of the biggest selling albums of all time. Now, In 72, they have a song that from a band who didn't have a long life as far as having a lot of hit singles. I'll get to your questions in a second. Thanks, Hike with Mike. Tapestry is a great album. Not a bad song on it. But Brandy, You're a Fine Girl by Looking Glass. Yeah, that was on a K-Tel record that someone in my family had. And it was one of those songs that, see, Brandy is, by Looking Glass is one of those songs where, I don't know, as a kid in 72, I was 12 years old. I kind of thought that band was going to be the biggest band in the world because I remember thinking this song has everything. It's a driving song. You know, it's a very catchy melody. I love the vibrato in the guy's voice. Great tune. Cy Kickster, thank you. Wait till we get to, 1972 Trilogy ELP. Thanks, Joe. Man, when I did the ELP special on our sister station, a later start today, FD. Yeah, I couldn't find my iPad because I need my iPad here in case someone says something inappropriate. With my iPad, I can block them from the channel for life. I don't always do that, but anyway. So going back, top summer song is 71. I Feel the Earth Move, Carole King from Tapestry. Looking Glass, Brandy, 1972. Remember that? Do you feel old? I feel old. Oh, Jim Croce. Bad Bad Leroy Brown. Did I say Bad Bad? Bad Bad Leroy Brown. And you know, remember, we lost him in 73. A very sad death in the latter part of 73 in the fall. And I remember being completely shocked because at that point, being 13 years old, I hadn't had a lot of rock death in my life. So that was just a thing. So, oh, you were listening to Jim today, Sidekick? Yeah. Oh, 1974. Arguably Paul McCartney's biggest album, Band on the Run. I say arguably because a lot of people, I know some people who didn't like that album, but I just couldn't remember on that album. That was really bad. But 1974, Band on the Run by Paul McCartney. Okay, think about it. What was the most played song of 1975? Do you remember? It was the number one song of the year. Can you remember what that was? I know you guys are great. You guys are good at this. Oh, no, you were close. Joe, something in your answer there. Something in your answer. No, one of these nights is 75. Oh, 75. Yeah, we are in 75. Duh. Sorry. Mind fart. Yes, it's one of them. Insider Magazine has one of these nights as the biggest. Yes, you said, Joe, you're good. Insider Magazine had one of these nights as the top summer song. But another magazine has the Captain and Tennille. Love Will Keep Us Together. Yeah. I remember the keyboard, Daryl Dragon's keyboard. I was just floored by that. And everyone else was. And then Tony Tennille starts singing, and it's the catchiest song in the universe. Summer of 1975. So, and I had the album, and you guys know, I'm not just saying my guilty pleasure. I was in love with Tony Tennille. Oh, my God. I hear she's not doing well. I'm not sure if that's true, but a few people told me that, someone who claims to be close to her. So if Tony, if you hear this, I'm sorry. I'm just passing it along. I hope she's okay. I hope I'm wrong. Put it that way. I'll get to your comments in a second. 1976. What was the number one summer song in 1976? I was 16 years old. Both magazines agree on what the number one summer song was. Wasn't Too Much in Love. The Captain wasn't too much in love. They had a really interesting relationship. More Than a Feeling. That came a little later. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. 76. Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Elton John. A Love and Hate Song. Boston. There you go. To me, it was More Than a Feeling. Don't Go Breaking My Heart was one of those songs that Elton John fans were really divided over because it was so sugary. And his image, it's so poppy, it's so sing-along. But it has stood the test of times. Radio stations still play that song. Again, I'll get to your comments. I'm going to get out of the 70s and we'll get to your comments. Oh, 1977. Let's see if they agree. No, they don't agree. One magazine, Best of My Love by The Emotions, one of my favorite singles from that era. And I wasn't into R&B songs back then, but man, I couldn't help that. And the other magazine says 1977, I Just Want to Be Your Everything by Andy Gibb. Now, good one, Summer Breeze, Kim Trickle. That was a good summer song. Steely Dan, The Royal Scam, Joe, thank you. By the time, you guys tell me, by the time I was 17, I was like in full gear of trying to be the man, because everyone tries to be the man. I started being aware of being popular. I wasn't. I was vaguely popular. I played hockey, so with my group, I was popular, and I was the music guy. So I was popular for those reasons. And I had some damn groovy hair, but you all had groovy hair back then. We all had groovy hair. I had long hair, and I was a music guy. I love that. We're going to get out of the 70s, and you're going to get to your comments. Andy Gibb had a run. 78, Shadow Dancing, number one summer song. Let's see. Oh, the other magazine says the same thing. Shadow Dancing, Andy Gibb, both ways. Oh, okay, so 79 for me. In 79, my top album of 1979 is Breakfast in America by Supertramp. And Logical Song, I was just crazy about that. They both agree. Bad Girls, 79, Donna Summer. Donna Summer, she had when you think about a double album, which it was, enormous sales, insane. And I talked to Bruce Sedano, who's her widower, and he talked about her going through the tough times, and talked about her coming through it. And Joey, yeah, Breakfast in America is crazy. So DWH says, hi, John, Ronnie Parker. YNT Summertime Girls. Hike with Mike. Barry Manilow songs always seem to be the hits in the summer. I love Barry Manilow. Another guilty pleasure of mine. I had every album until even now. I didn't buy the greatest hits. By then I knew all the songs. So don't you find that sometimes if you really into an artist like a lot, by the time you get to the greatest hits doesn't mean as much to you. It's for the fair weather fans more so, or else you want to finish the collection. Because if you know, first of all, you've heard the hits on the radio a million times, but then you're a super fan and you've played the album a million times. So that can happen. Hike with Mike. Ronnie Parker, I remember that song when the girls used motor oil instead of suntan lotion in the video. Hike with Mike. Tapestry is a great album. Thank you. Joey, Summer 71, Who's Next? Yes. Sidekickster, great album, Brandy. Joey says, yes, I've talked about the trilogy by ELP. Hi, John. A little later now. Yeah, I got in I couldn't get organized tonight. One Hit Wonder. That's right, DWH. Sidekickster, Seasons in the Sun. What a great summer song that was. I mean, literally, we had joy, we had fun, we had Seasons in the Sun, right? And Sidekickster was listening to Jim Croce today. Captain and Me, the Doobie Brothers, 73. Oh my God, I love that album. That and What Were Once Vices Are Now Habits. Toulouse Street. Some folks were saying the other night they didn't like Stampede. Some people didn't like it because of the cover, Take Me in Your Arms. And I liked their song because it sounded like a Motown song, but done completely different, even though the arrangement was similar to Motown, right? Let's see what. Oh, Joe says, yes, 75. Kim Trickle. Oh, Muskrat Love, yes. Man, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79 for me. And I moved away in 79. I was in this province in New Brunswick and moving away and then just looking forward to traveling in the U.S. All I wanted to do was go to the U.S. and travel. I had some friends there already. It was just, Charles Kaufman, Afternoon Delight by Starland Vocal Band, 76. By the way, that is a great first album. I know people joke about that band an awful lot, and the subject matter of the song, wink, wink, nod, nod, Afternoon Delight. But that was a really, really good album. The vocals on that album, the harmonizing on that album is crazy. Joey says, More Than the Feeling, my all-time favorite song. Yeah, I've got them remastered up there, the first two albums, and I've got their greatest hits, and I think that's, I might have Third Stage. They kind of changed by Third Stage. FD YouTube is weird. 100% of reactors load up classic songs uninterrupted. Some seem to be blocked almost every day, but Don't lose your channel. Yeah, I can't. I'm never going to take. You know what? Unless YouTube comes up, just as an aside, unless YouTube comes up with a plan where vloggers like me can say, okay, Bad Girls, Donna Summer, I only want this the chorus of the song and maybe the beginning, and I'll pay whatever 5% of what the video makes, and we'd all be glad to do that. You know, I don't want to steal music. I'd gladly do that, but it would make this video so much better if I could play the song. You could see me dance. No, you don't want to see me dance. Anyway. Oh yeah, Joey says, "Don't go breaking my heart." Not one of Elton's greatest, but it has stood the test of time. Interestingly, right? And Sidekickster says, "Not one of his best songs." Kim Trickle's "Summer Breeze." Yeah, we read that. Good evening, James Alfaro. Hello. Hike with Mike. I was 10. I had a bowl cut. Oh man, luckily I never had one of those. You know, at one point they were kind of a thing. They were, but my mother was big on, Hike with Mike 79, The Cars. Yeah. And in the late 70s, Foreigner. By the way, I'm talking to Lou Graham next week of Foreigner. If you want to ask Lou a question, make sure you go into there's a video just before this one where I ask you, hey, do you want to ask Lou Graham a question? Just put it on there. Don't put it on here because it'll get lost. Joey says, yes, Supertramp, terrific album. That was her high point. People say crime of the century. I'll say, nope, that's not mine, but it can be yours. Baker Street, Jerry Rafferty, yeah. And he released Night Owl in 79, just before I left home. Peter Stoltman, 1973, Kodachrome. Yes, Paul Simon. Great cruise, very good driving song. And that's the big thing too, you know. A driving song is good on the beach if you're all on the beach. As long, you mean Starbuck? Moonlight Feels Right? Is that who you mean? Or I think you mean Starbuck. I'm talking to Bruce Blackman right now, the lead singer, the main guy for Starbuck, because I love that first album. It was just pop, and I really, really liked it. I don't want to miss anything. Sail On, Christopher Cross, good one. Hike with Mike. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'm sorry. You must sailing. I don't know. Beach Boys music, Kim. Yes, of course. The ultimate summer band, right? Someone asked earlier. I don't know. I had a mask on tonight, and I got a reaction from the mask. I was at Costco. There was too many people there, and we're still at that point because Shannon has an autoimmune disease that we have to wear a mask. Because if she got COVID, it would be bad, even though there's not a lot of it right now where we're at. Sister Golden Hair, America. Joe, thank you. 1975. Man, I talked to Jerry Beckley about that song, and I talked to Dan Peake before he died. Dan left in 77. South Jersey Matt. Turn Down Day, Circle? I don't know who that is. Joey, the Grammys jumped the shark for me when Starline Vocal Band beat out Boston. I know, Best New Artist. I know, it's crazy. It made no sense to me. I don't know. Look at Dexy's Midnight Runners. That's another example, a band that should have done really, really well. I remember thinking, I don't know how long that song can possibly, how that sound can possibly last, because I was kind of iffy on that their sound. What do we got? Eric, I think you mean Starbuck, right? Sidekickster, sorry, hit send too early. 1978 Holiday by the Scorpions. Cool. Don't Fear the Reaper 76. Joe, thank you. Beach Baby by First Class. Phil Brown, guilty pleasure. Beach Baby is one of my all-time favorite summer songs. I remember, everyone thought it was the Beach Boys in the beginning. Unless you're a Beach Boys fan, you really know the sound. But, Beach Boys, when they had a shuffle and the band released Sail On Sailor, remember? And that was a song that didn't sound like the Beach Boys, really, unless you know the albums really, really well. But it didn't sound like the hits. So with Beach Baby First Class, it was such a great summer song. Thank you for that. I completely forgot about that. Life in the Fast Lane, Wade Lindman. Thank you. I love that song. Great summer song. Blaze Eisner. Hey, Brother John. Hey, Blaze, how you doing, man? California girls, God bless. Yeah, of course. Hey, nice to have you on here, man. Ghost King. I'm a country person, so for me, um, Long Hot Summer and Wasted Time by, oh, Keith Urban. Right on. Yes, please. Other genres are welcome. Michael Jones. As a prog guy, 80s pop ballads. You know, there was a new age a musician named Michael Jones. He passed away at December. So I woke up there a little bit, Michael, when I saw your name and go, you know, I'm sure you know of him. If you don't, look him up. He was a great piano player, and I knew him. I got to know him a little bit. TDJ, California Dreamin', one of the all-time favorites. Good pick. Christopher Cross, Electric Light Orchestra. Oh, a Dread Like Holiday, 10cc. Ride Like the Wind, Christopher Cross. And Do Ya by ELO, yes. Joey, Wheel in the Sky, 78. Yes, good one. Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville, one of the all-time faves. Good one by TD Music. Stefan says, Sunny Afternoon sums up 1960s England. Oh, England. As I envision, recall, born in 66. England World Cup winners. Bob Holmes, Lady, Hear Me Tonight, Mojo. FD, Ha Ha Ha, I Can't Dance. Cool summer song. Yeah. The Circle had two hits. The other one was Red Rubber Ball, late 60s. Good stuff. Oh, I'll look them up. Bob Holmes, Owner of a Lonely Heart by Yes. What a great driving song. Okay, we're going to recap for people who joined us. Recap going back to 71. Really quickly though. 71, top summer song, I Feel the Earth Move, Carole King from Tapestry. Brandy, You're a Fine Girl by Looking Glass, 72. 73, Bad Bad Leroy Brown, James, and we lost him that year in 73, Jim Croce. Band on the Run, the title song to that great album by Paul McCartney and Wings. 75, Love Will Keep Us Together, Captain and Tennille. 76, Don't Go Breaking My Heart by Elton John, Kiki D. Some people thought it was a little hokey. 77, Best of My Love by The Emotions. Andy Kim had two in a row. 78, Shadow Dancing. 70, oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, this is a different list. And 79 was Bad Girls, Donna Summer. The other magazine had. Okay, we're 1980. It's still rock and roll to me. I've always hated that song. You know, I don't know why. I've never really liked that song by Billy Joel. There was just something about and it drove me nuts. But I love Billy Joel more than life itself. But couldn't like that one. 1981. Oh boy, I remember this one. I'd moved to Edmonton. I'd been there. Oh, Silly Love Songs, James. Yeah. Jesse's Girl by Rick Springfield. I didn't want to like it. But I kind of liked it. I didn't buy it. But Brother John, Ultimate Summer Song. Louie Louie. Oh, the Kingsman. Yeah. Louie. 1982. Oh, of course. Eye of the Tiger. The movie came out, the Rocky movie, and everyone was talking about it. It was a phenom. I mean, to me, even though Rocky 1 and 2, you know, but Rocky 3, the theme song to Rocky 3, it was kooky. And I interviewed Mr. Bickler, who sings the song, and he said, you wouldn't be talking to me if it wasn't for Eye of the Tiger. 1983, one of the most played songs of all time. Do you know what it is? One of the most played songs. I mean, you know, you always hear it's one of the most played songs of all time. Every Breath You Take by The Police. Great tune. When Doves Cry, number one song for number one summer song. 1984 by Prince, of course, with the movie. By 1985, one of the biggest bands in the world, Tears for Fears, and you know what the song is, Shout. Oh, I never liked Madonna. There's like maybe 4 Madonna songs that I like. And this ain't one of them. Best summer song, they say, in 86, Papa Don't Preach by Madonna. 80s, the only reason I had a Madonna album and a Whitney Houston album is because when Whitney came out, they were really pushing her. So all radio announcers, we didn't always get free albums, but all radio announcers got a free copy of, well, first Tina Turner, Private Dancer, Whitney Houston's first album, and Like a Virgin by Madonna. I remember getting those going, okay, sure. And listen, I liked Tina Turner, but she just wasn't in my lane for whatever reason. And I might have played it. I'm sure I played it. But I was playing it on the radio. So anyway, Whitney Houston, top summer song, 87. We're going to take your questions after the 80s. I Want to Dance with Somebody. Not a bad tune. 1988. He Still Had It. Roll With It, Steve Winwood. Great. Man, he's just such a great artist. Oh, no, 89. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? It took a lot for me to consider Paula Abdul a singer. Straight Up, I liked Straight Up. I never liked anything else she ever did. Like Forever Your Girl, to me, that never would have been a hit. I don't know. It was just a hoopla. And she was incredibly cute. She was really, really cute. She's a great dancer. I remember seeing her in a Toto video. She was a great choreographer. But the number one summer song of 89 was Forever Your Girl by Paula Abdul. Why I oughta. Okay, let's get back to your comments, shall we? Let's keep it positive. Oh, help me, please. I detested Paula Abdul's music. I just hated it. It's like Demi Lovato's music. I listen to it and I go, oh my God. What insipid crap. But anyway, let's get back to your comments. Keeping it on the down low. Okay. Oh, if this is it, JDC, yeah. Huey Lewis and the News. What a great summer song, huh? Phil Brown, Lightning Strikes by Luke Christie. Lightning Strikes. Yeah, I remember that. We used to play it at CFUN. I worked with this classic radio station in Vancouver. And we used to play Lightning Strikes, of course. Luke Christie's still around as far as I remember. Stefan. Long Hot Summer by the Style Council, who were not big here in North America. One of Paul Weller's finest moments. We did a thing on American or English bands that didn't do well in North America, and Paul Weller was mentioned. Wade Lindemann, Alabama Mountain Music in 82, and Dixieland Delight 83. Oh, Frank, yes, Frankenstein, Edgar Winter Group. Excellent driving song. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, great pick. I love that. Silly Love Songs, James, yeah. Blaze Eisner. Oh, Louie, already said that. Stefan. Oh, yeah, Tapestry Band on the Run. Leica. Hi, John. Hope all is well. It is. Thank you. Even though I got this thing, I don't know what the heck it is. There are just too many amazing songs in the 70s and 80s to stop at one. I agree. And agree, Billy Joel, Piano Man is my favorite. I love the Piano Man. That's great. Lost in Love, Hike with Mike, yeah. Joey said, or Joe, I keep calling you Joey, I'm sorry. Joe says, I know a lot of Joeys, that's why. Asia, Heat of the Moment, great song. 82. Man, I was 22 years old. I was in radio school. I thought I knew everything. We all know I didn't. H. God Villa. Everybody Plays the Fool. Oh, the main ingredient. That is such a great song. Now that, of all the songs, I might have that song in my head for the rest of the night. Hike with Mike, Don't Stop Believing, one of the greatest songs. Oh, I love that song. Joey says, Police, JDC, 1984, Van Halen, and Jump. Man, that was a moment. Don't you find when you've heard Jump, that keyboard player and that keyboard by Eddie, who's known as, of course, one of the greatest guitarists of all time. But when that came out, did you not find you stared at the speakers whether you liked it or not? I mean, most people liked it. There was just something about that song. When I heard that opening, and that influenced so many people to play the keyboard or to play the keyboard like that or to sort of come up with a different sound. Amazing. Africa, Stefan, yeah, Toto. Toto 4, remember that? Remember that summer playing Toto 4 over and over again. Hike with Mike, 1984's Summer Night. Oh, Night Ranger, Sister Christian. Yeah, great tune. Oh, H. Godvilla. Benny Mardones, Into the Night. I remember playing that at Seafun quite a bit. Joe says, Tina's comeback years. Yes, back then. Wade, the Midnight Madness record by Night Ranger is fantastic. Dyslexic. Hi, nice to have you on here. Can we still just forget about 1989? I know my reaction to Paul Abdul, who, really, I never considered her a musician in any way, shape, or form. But Straight Up was a good song. Having said that, I kind of don't even watch the video when it comes up because I still watch. I don't know if you guys have this in the U.S. In Canada, we have some retro channels. We got an R&B channel which plays a lot of old and new R&B as well as rap. I don't watch that one as much, but I watch it. We have a rock station or an all-around pops like a CHR, contemporary hit radio station, which plays everything. So I'll watch it, but I remember the last time Straight Up came up, I kind of changed the channel, even though like I said, she's amazing in it. It's a great video. Arsenio Hall's in that, isn't he, if I remember correctly? But Forever Your Girl, if that ever comes on the radio, I can't change the channel fast enough. It's just that way. Oh, New Shoes, I Can't Wait. Very good one. H. Godvilla, yes. Hike with Mike. Mongo Jerry in the Summertime. Hike with Mike, you the man. That is the ultimate. That's one of the ultimate summer songs. Yeah, of course. Joe says Guns N' Roses late 80s. Bobby W. Sweetheart by Frankie and the Knockouts. I interviewed Frankie Previte twice. Nice guy. Frankie Previte's a guy in an interview who sounds like the guy you want to meet if you're at a party and you don't know anybody. Frankie Previte's one of those interviews, and I had that happen today with Felix Cavalieri. Felix from the Rascals is one of those guys that you can talk to him about any subject, and I had a great interview with him today for a whole hour. David Paich was like that. I just interviewed him last week. Joseph Williams last week. People that make an effort when you're interviewing them. So Frankie Previte of Frankie and the Knockouts, he won an Academy Award for I've Had the Time of My Life. Won several awards for that, and Hungry Eyes, which he co-wrote as well. I talked to two of the guys who co-wrote I've Had the Time of My Life. Where are we? Duran, Save a Prayer. I wasn't a big fan of them, but I liked some of their stuff, and that was one of them. Leica. John, I find it weird that America and Air Supply, who really owned the 70s and 80s, are never mentioned in anything. America is. When we put up an interview with Jerry Beckley, and it did very, very well. I've met Dewey Bunnell, the horse with no name guy, some people call him. And I talked to him for a little bit. He signed, it's not the wrong room. He signed I think 10 albums for me. They both did. And I interviewed Dan Peek before he died. And that's one of those scratchy interviews with all the phone hum. I know we got to put those on, but I got to find someone to fix it. 1980 Paul McCartney coming up album, live in Glasgow. Thanks, Paul. Stefan. Save a Prayer. What a tune. D. McMahon. Bryan Adams. Summer of 69. Great one. Chicago 17. Wade, thank you. The Heat Is On. Very good song. Glenn Fry. Bobby W. Angel Ain't Gonna Eat Out My Heart Anymore. The Rascals cover. Stefan. Great stream. Enjoyable as ever. Thank you. Wouldn't it be fun if I could play the freaking songs? Okay, we're going to recap. Ready for a recap? Quick recap. This is a really fast recap because we've already gone over these songs. But I'd be remiss if I didn't do this because some of you guys just came on. 71. These are all summer songs. 1971, Carole King, I Feel the Earth Move from Tapestry. 72, Brandy, You're a Fine Girl by Looking Glass. These summer songs. 73, Bad Bad Leroy Brown by Jim Croce. 74, the title song to Band on the Run by Wings. 75, Love Will Keep Us Together. Captain Ateneo, the other magazine, said One of These Nights by the Eagles. 76, Don't Go Breaking My Heart by Kiki D and Elton John. 77, Best of My Love by The Emotions. Great song. 78, Shadow Dancing. I'm a Bee Gees fan, so I liked Andy Gibb stuff, of course. Andy Gibb. 79, Bad Girls, Donna Summer. Double album, man, the height of her career. 1980, it's still rock and roll to me. Billy Joel, never liked that song. 1981, Jesse's Girl, Rick Springfield. Eye of the Tiger, bad, getting tired. Survivor, 1982. Eye of the Tiger, Survivor. Yes, from Rocky 3. 83, one of the most played songs of all time on the radio, Every Breath You Take by the Police. 84, When Doves Cry from Purple Rain by Prince. 1985, Shout, Tears for Fears. They were one of the biggest bands in the world back then. 86, Papa Don't Preach by Madonna. I Want to Dance with Somebody, Whitney Houston. 87. 88, Roll With It, Steve Winwood. And 89, Forever My Girl. God, that's a bad song. Paula Abdul. That is such a bad song. Step by Step, New Kids on the Block, 1990. I was 30 years old by then, so I wasn't a New Kids on the Block fan. Though they do seem like cool guys. 1991, Bryan Adams, Everything I Do for You. You always think of summer songs, though, would be like fast songs. It doesn't work that way. This is just the biggest song of the summer, right? When I saw Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, I was with my ex at the time, Andrea and I, and we were in the theater, and it came on, and both of us looked at each other and said, what is that? Because last song, when the credits are rolling, we looked at each other and went, who is that? And then we went, at the same time, we looked at each other, that's Bryan Adams. We had no idea. So there you go. 1992, Baby Got Back. Oh, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think that would fly now. I don't think that would fly at all. 1993, top summer song, Janet Jackson, That's the Way Love Goes. I'm not a Janet Jackson fan, but that's a great song. I Swear All for One, 1994. That was a huge song. That was just insanely big. After the 90s, we'll get to your questions. Waterfall, TLC, not usually in my lane, but I did love that song. 1995. 96, The Macarena. Los Del Rio. I couldn't have told you who did that song. I completely forgot. 97, I'll Be Missing You, Puff Daddy, Faith Evans. Yeah, doing a little Police sample. Also, The Boy Is Mine, Brandy and Monica. Oh, 1999, Genie in a Bottle, Christina Aguilera. There you go. Okay. What time is it? I got to do my radio show. Okay. We're almost at 2000. Thank you for all your suggestions, because these are great songs. And obviously, hopefully you're mentioning the songs that meant something to you. And again, they don't have to be the summer song. They have to be a song that in the summer you played. By the way, happy summer to everyone. You know, remember when we were young, summer would come up and it would be the time of new hope for us. When we were kids, and as I said, when I prefaced this whole thing, that when you're a teenager, well, first you're a teenager, my God. You get to be a teenager, and it's summer, you're off school, and you got music in your life, because almost every teenager collected music. It was just an exciting time. And we were hungry then. You're hungry as a teenager to branch out, I think, for different reasons than when you were a kid. You branch out because you say, yeah, I want to play with that guy. Yeah, sure, whatever. You're more discerning by the time you become a teenager, unless hormones are involved. But it's almost like on a primal level where we're looking for a mate or something, or we're looking for a date. It rhymes. You know, or looking for a girlfriend or boyfriend, not necessarily a husband or a wife. I mean, and then you got music coupled to that. And you meet someone and then you have your song. I remember my first girlfriend, serious girlfriend, Sue. Her name is Sue Watling. She's still a good friend of mine. This summer, her and her husband and me and my wife are getting together. But I remember Fleetwood Mac Rumors was one of our albums. And we only dated for a few months. And then the following year, when I was in grade 12, I met Dawn. And Dawn still, especially Dawn, is one of my best friends in the world. She's good friends with my wife, too. And she's moving out to the East Coast, and we're going to hang. Okay. Oh, John Denver's Sunshine on My Shoulder, Hike with Mike. To me, there's a tranquilness, and there's something about that song. Even to this day, I still stop what I'm doing when that song comes on. And I think that's the greatest. I like any song, as far as singles from John Denver, but Sunshine on My Shoulder, I love that. Um, Gediminas, is that how you say it? Popular summer song, Satisfaction. Oh, the Stones, Brown Sugar, Angie, Start Me Up. You're a real Stones fan. Oh, Bobby W., Chevy Van, and That's All Right With Me. Hike with Mike. Summer 76, Kiss, Rock and Roll All Night. D. McCann, 1976, Eagles, Hotel California. Oh my God. Really, eh? I remember. And that was such a step up for them. Not that, I mean, listen, I love Hotel One of These Nights. And Bernie Ledden was gone, and I miss Bernie because I love that banjo in the band. But I couldn't, you can't knock Hotel California. As far as a song and album from that era in that pocket, that and Rumors, you just look and you go, Boston's More Than a Feeling in that self-titled debut album. Some of that stuff, you look at Left Overture by Kansas and Point of No Return by Kansas. One had Carry On Wayward Son. The other one had Dust in the Wind. You had Queen Night of the Opera with Bohemian Rhapsody. You look at that and you go, man, these were like monumental songs. And when you look at Left Overture, when you look at Carry On Wayward Son, and I've said this the other night, and you look at Queen Bohemian Rhapsody, and you're going, those are songs that made people go, what? Especially Bohemian Rhapsody. You're going, what the heck is that? And do I like it? I find it interesting. And then the next thought is usually, oh, I love that song. I love it. I mean, who, Bohemian Rhapsody. That's like rewiring some musician's mind looking at that and going, how did you put that together? Crazy. I think I'll be okay soon. Yeah, don't get me going with Bohemian Rhapsody. To me, that's just one of the greatest musical pieces of all time. I just love that. I was a Queen fan. And then I bought were you like me? You bought Night of the Opera and you go, what the hell? How many styles of music's on this? But that's what they did. I mean, if you take away the first album, which was a heavy rock album, Queen had found that was their sound back then. But then, the next few albums, like when Killer Queen came out, just before Night of the Opera, I remember thinking, you got me, hook, line, and sinker. Oh, H. Godvilla, New Order, Blue Monday, Bobby W. Summer, Van Halen, yes. Van Halen to me was such a summer band. I remember really getting into their debut album with, Running with the Devil. That was such a summer song for us. It wasn't a hit. Sorry. But man, we played that loud. Crazy. Good times. Too many Casey and the Sunshine Band songs to list. There you go. Yeah, of course. D. McMahon, thank you. Casey and the Sun. There was some certain bands that, like the Beach Boys, that was mentioned a while ago, that were summer songs. Had a lot of summer songs. To me, as a Canadian, April Wine was always a big summer band for me because I'd have my stereo. I'd put the door open when my parents were out, and I'd just blast it open the patio door. That was just good times. Ventura Highway, good one, Bobby W. Yes. FD the Government, believe it or not, have made seven-figure contributions to make it happen. What? I don't know. Am I missing something? Oh, FD. John, as a big Billy Joel fan, you might be interested to know that he's just announced a one-off show in Melbourne. Oh, in December. They reckon it will cost around $7 million to get him and the show over here. I didn't know that. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Irish Goo Goo Dolls. That's a great song. Hike with Mike. My Sharona. Oh, thank you. Now there you go. Summer is 79. Thank you. Chilliwack, Fly at Night. Dyslexic. I love Chilliwack. Oh, The Doors, Indian Summer. Dirt Road Devil. Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin', Journey, 79. I remember going to a record store. I forget what record store it was. It was an independent record store in Edmonton on Jasper Avenue. And walking up and someone was playing Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin'. Really loud at the end. Na, na, na. Oh, it was just crazy. Queen Jazz is my favorite. Mark, thank you. D says 79 Pink Floyd, a brick. Oh, yeah. Hold on, I'm getting Hard in My Heart, Quarter Flash, 82. Heatwave, Boogie Nights, great song. Yeah, Boogie Nights. Steal My Sunshine by Len. Shannon was just mentioning that yesterday. Sweet Little Willie, thank you. You know what? I have to record my show. We've been on here less than an hour. I like when you guys come on and you, my favorite thing is doing these live videos, even though right now in the can, I think we have 20 videos in the can. And then maybe another 15 that we've never put out that we never actually got a chance to put out. So with that, every video we're going to hold back. And we have to do this because we have to make a living. We're going to hold back, not the best cuts, but just some interesting odd cuts from each artist and put it on our Patreon, which we are starting. We should have it on by next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. And we'll have a lot of private chats on Patreon. We'll have group chats on Patreon and a few other little things. But that's starting next week. At last, we finally got it done because we need Patreon to help us make a living on YouTube because I work out of my house. I do my radio show, which I'm about to do. And I do this, live feeds, but mostly interviews. So in the next few days, Soul to Soul, yeah, Back to Life. That was a good song. In the next few days, we're going to be giving you, and I hope it's not too much, 3 videos a day, plus every few days, the full video in the other channel. Because this channel is meant for shorter videos, except live feeds. I know it's confusing, but bear with me. So thank you for your kindness. Thank you for all the folks who super chat us. We appreciate that because God knows we could use the money because we're all of a sudden now I have to buy a new MacBook. It's kooky. But thank you for everyone who comes on here and just hangs with us. We do things weeknights, usually every night. We'll come on at 10 o'clock Atlantic time, which is 9 o'clock Eastern. And we'll come on and just kind of hang out a little bit. So I'll be having the dates on here. Oh, here comes the sun, the Beatles. Rick, thank you. So thank you very much for everyone who came on. Please like our video, because we're only at 29 likes. So people must be coming on here saying, this sucks canal water. And I hope not. Because it's sometimes, the time Jungle Love. Thank you. So please like the video. It'll help. We'll see already you're doing that. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're very kind. It helps the video after we come off live. My other channel, Stefan, is very easy to remember. Rock History Canada, if you want Canadian music. Rock History Book is the one which is we're going to start doing a Today in History every single day. I'm going to come on live. I'm going to do a Today in History, and I'll be doing that in the morning. So there you go. I'll be doing Today in History, and then after I'll answer your questions, and you can add to the day. Anyway, thank you for folks who liked our video, watched us. Please subscribe. It's important. Please subscribe. I'm moving my hands. I'm French. That's the way it goes. Where's I got a little pencil. So usually I come on earlier. Usually I come on right at 34 likes. No, we're at 37 now. So thank you. Overnight, it usually grows a little bit. Likes do make a difference as far as a video's performance. So I'm really long-winded tonight. Thank you. Love you guys. Take good care of yourself, okay? John